Color e-ink. Oh, what a great invention it's been. However, it's taken a back seat in 2022 to everything. In 2022, only 5 color ebook readers were made. 2 BIGME devices, the Max Plus Color and the INKNOTE Color by Good eReader, the Onyx Books Nova Air C, and some weird Chinese children's dictionary thing that didn't even really work. Hyread has made the 5th device, the Gaze Note Plus C. And what a dream machine it is. It's absolutely fully loaded with onboard audio, a Wacom note-taking color layer, Android 11 with Google Play, and an SD card slot. In fact, other than our own device, the INKNOTE Color, no other unit on the market hits all of those points. However, there's a glaring downside to this release, in that between the unboxing video and now, this unit that just came out is now discontinued. Yes, it's gone. Logistics issues, chip shortages, and the rising cost of energy meant that they just couldn't keep up with delivering this device and everything it entails. No other device to date has come and gone this quick since we started Good eReader in 2008. So unfortunately, we can't really go in depth on this because this unit doesn't technically exist and you can't buy it, and it wasn't around long enough to even get one used. So we'll do a quick overview, show you guys as best we can, the Hyread Gaze Note Plus C. Looking at the home screen is going to be wherever you are, so it'll either be Store, Library, Books, Note, My, or More. And no, you can't go back any more than this, because if you go back, it's just that, because it relies on the 6 tabs below. Library will look like this, Books will look like this. I don't have any books right now. Notes is going to look like this because this is where all your notes are going to be. My is going to be kind of my page. You're going to have these little cards here, so the bookstore, anything else you add, libraries, and you can go to More. Something very interesting about this unit is that, like I said, you can add libraries, but look, it's not just libraries from Taiwan. They actually have a set number of countries, and very weirdly, they have some countries. I don't know how they chose their countries. So for example, you got Taiwan, that makes sense. You got Hong Kong, well, that's in that general vicinity. You got Singapore, you got USA, and then you have St. Lucia, which is like 1 out of 30 little island nation countries off the coast of, say, between Florida and South America, that kind of chain of islands, but only that one. There's nothing else below it. It's very strange. And you do have a bunch of stuff in the stage, which is really cool. So you can actually add libraries to this unit, which basically no other device out of the box allows you to do unless you're using an app, unless you download Overdrive or something. The note-taking experience is mid-range. It has 5 different colors, 4 really, with white being an eraser essentially. You have fountain, pen, pencil, and highlighter, and you have some shapes: line, square, rectangles, circle, ovals, and triangles. You can also start new pages by going like this, left and right, and as you saw in the live showcase, we did some overlapping of colors, and it looks so damn good. This is a very high quality screen. It feels great to write on. It has pressure sensitivity. It has Wacom. It really is just a very good high quality note-taking experience. At the top you have refresh, you have disabled touchscreen, and you have some plus for some new pages and shapes. Something very strange is that everything is grayed out, and I'm not sure why. When you click on this, for example, everything's grayed out, but that doesn't mean you can't use it. You actually can use it. You just click on something and it works. So I'm not sure what the fail there was with the UI elements. Also, you'll notice we have the glow light on because color looks best with the glow light on. It just does. Everyone knows that. You have lots of different pages of templates, everything from schedule, Cornell notes, and things I've never even heard of, like Pentass, which probably is a score sheet for music. That's just didn't know the name for it. Once it loads up, it goes through the entire book and changes it. From there, you can make your little sonata like so, change the colors down below with your pen, your width, your different pen styles, and go on from there. It is a very good writing feel, very good response time, but a little bit lacking in features. There's no layers, there's no insert image, there's really just not a whole lot you can do. The color does shine through quite nicely. It's not as crisp and clear as, say, a Pocketbook InkPad color, which is one of the best color screens on the market. Reason being, this is a flush screen and bezel, so there's a lot more layers in front. In fact, you can see behind the front bezel to the outside of where the display is actually happening. So with flush screen and bezels, you do get the feeling that the actual viewable surface is far away from your eyes. You just don't get that on a sunken screen. It's also very slow to change pages, but can be easily combated by triggering the drop down, going over here to A2 mode. Once A2 mode is on, it says the display will be worse, but now it's really quick. Look how fast that is. This is lightning quick. It is just displaying the heck out of these photos. So that's really good. You can take notes right away on it, and it's very fast. Very, very fast. From there, you get some options. You can disable the touchscreen, you can click scribble to get your palette up there, and you can go down to fonts, which isn't really fonts, it's just some reflows and remove watermarks and stuff like that. You do have double page, much like the Boyu kind of OS. It's not the best because it's only 7.8, so unfortunately, it's not 100% necessary of a feature on such a small screen. So if I put my hands here, you can see it just gets buried. And at this scale, you can't see anything. You can't read any of that. So keep it full page. Get something bigger if you want a better note-taking experience or a better reading experience. But overall, PDF colors look nice. Performance is great. We have turned A2 mode off for this because this is e-reading and it should look very nice. Now with a color screen, doesn't matter what device you use, Onyx, Hisense, it doesn't matter. If you are using the glow light on, it's gonna look very blue, and when you turn it off, it's gonna look gray. This is the inherent nature with e-readers right now. Doesn't matter what brand you buy. The background is never going to be as white as an ebook reader. We can put a Kobo beside it just to show you. That is nowhere near that. It just isn't. But that's the price you pay for having an all-in-one device with color and Google Play and SD card and all that stuff. Your reading experience is only going to be as good as the app you're using. This is the stock app that actually doesn't even say what app it is. It's alright, you can turn pages, you can long press, you can go down to fonts like the PDF we were in. However, this time you actually get fonts, which is really cool. Much like MeBook and Boyu, they have these three little dots next to everything if you want to change things a little bit more technical via font points and stuff like that. It does have text-to-speech as well. When you long press on something, some options come up with a bunch of things, highlight, surf the web, all that fun stuff. There's a lot you can do. Again, if you download Amazon, if you download Moon Plus Reader, it's just going to be that experience because this is running Android 11 with speed modes, with a color screen, so really there's not really that many limitations. You just use it as you feel fit. We'll give you a good example here. This is with the glow light off. Colors are kind of dull, everything's kind of gray, and that's to be expected. That's kind of what happens. But then you go to customize here, and look at that. It really does show its vibrancy. It shows it so well. It looks really good. These colors, to the naked eye, much better than that on camera. It's very high quality. They have a good bookstore as well. There's lots of stuff. There's different languages. They have a toggle even between ebooks and e-magazines. So that's really cool that they give you those kind of two bookstores. So you can look at the new issues available for certain things, business and finance, computer innovation, etc. You can click on something like this Llama magazine we'll just look at, and you can look at the synopsis, all that stuff. You can get a preview, which is basically a sample. You can purchase it. You can only purchase it by logging in, so if you do that, it's going to ask you to log in. So you can also add libraries, as we showed you earlier on, so that's really cool. You can borrow books from the library, which typically no device out of the box gives you. So there really is just a lot that this device offers. You also have apps, you have music, sound recorder, you have basically anything across the board. And the most important thing about this, again, that unfortunate nature surrounding it, that this is yet another manufacturer that has an e-ink screen with Google Play, is the fact that it has Google Play. That's just something that you don't get on a lot of units, especially with Android 11. It's only this slow because we don't have A2 mode on, by the way, so don't worry about that. But it's such a shame that this is not available anymore, which is kind of why we're kind of half going in on this review here for all you guys, but it is a good unit, and you might be thinking, can you guys get me one? And the answer is no, because they don't have any. Even we can't get any. This last review sample just slid through, no joke, and it's gone. So this is the Google Play experience in its entirety. If you can somehow magically find one of these, trust us, get it. It's sad, it really is. The Nova Air C was a continuation of the Nova 3 Color, and the BIGME devices are just using the same 10.3-inch panels they've used time and time again on their other units. But this was new, and it was by an up-and-coming company out of Taiwan. It really is an absolute shame that the device loaded as this and packed with features and just this good fell to the wayside in a matter of days. For GoodyReader.com, this is Peter.